Hi everybody, I'm Josh.
And I'm Heather, and we are from Try Hard Enthusiast on Instagram. And we're here with another pickup video. Piles are smaller.
Yes, we're just going to take the same amount of time.
Yep. But I'd say this time, it's a lot of import games. Actually, very heavily import game, retro console, and just sheer shenanigans.
Yes, so fun.
So we're going to start off with PlayStation, because we actually have a little small stack of games.
Probably the only things that aren't import. Mostly.
Actually, yeah, I think you're right. But
no, these aren't import.
That one is. Oh no, not that one.
That one is, yeah. Some of the Switch aren't.
Alright, well we'll get started with PlayStation to start. So I've been going on a kick of getting all of the PlayStation games that I had when I was younger. And one of the ones that was on my list was Gundam Battle Assault 2. This is a fighter. I mean, it's Gundams. It's a fighter. You pick the biggest one, you can just march right through people and win and cheese.
Yeah.
Because that's how you win fighting games.
Especially old games that were janky.
Yeah.
Speaking of fighting games, next up we have Inuyasha, a feudal fairy tale, which it's Inuyasha and it's a fighting game, so
Yep.
lots of jank. I think this one wasn't actually very good.
I thought that was another one of the games on my list that I needed to get, and I mean it was alright.
Yeah.
I mean I judge fighting games based on how much cheese they have on it, or in it, and
Yeah. If you can spam the same ability and win.
yeah, cause Kagome and her fucking bow and arrow, I'm pretty sure you could just sit there on
Stun
the other.
lock somebody to death.
Yeah. And then one more game on the list, which I think leaves me with really just one more PlayStation game I need to track down. But I also picked up the Grand Theft Auto 1, is it 1? And London dual pack. And after I got it, I kind of thought about it. I don't remember if I had this for the PlayStation or if I had it for the PC. I remember I had it. And actually I need to get GTA 2, because I had GTA 2 as well. But this one it's a little rough, but it's not bad. It does actually come with everything from the map for the first game, and there was something with the second. Yeah, I had two different manuals for the first game, and then a separate manual for the London edition. Which I don't think I actually played the London one at all.
I've not played either one.
Oh, I'm telling you.
I started with Grand Theft Auto 3.
We need to hook this up to the TV. Oh my god, we should do it. We need to do it. It looks great.
It does look great. That little TV looks amazing. And games from my childhood, we have Siphon Filter 3, which I believe is the last of the Siphon Filters we need. Other than, I think there's one on the PS2 that we don't have that's kind of hard to get.
No, I thought we had all of them on the PS2.
No, there was one that I saw that was in bad shape that I didn't pick up.
Ew. You never told me this. I started searching for it on eBay.
I did tell you. We talked about it in a video.
We did.
We did. When I picked up like 3 of them in one shot. It was like 4 videos ago.
Okay.
But I can't remember which one it was.
I don't remember these.
I want to say it's Logan Shadow, but I don't.
We have them on the PSP, I thought.
No.
I think I have it loose on the PSP.
There was a PS2 one.
Yeah, that one was on the PSP and the PS2.
Yeah, we don't have it on PS2.
It was like all of the Ghost Recon games where it's like, hey, here's this Ghost Recon, but we did it on the PS2, the Xbox, the fucking mac and cheese box.
The Dark Mirror sticks out in my mind.
That does sound right.
I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. I know there's at least one more I'm missing that I'm aware of.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Granted,
we'll get it.
This was the last one I've actually played.
And there's one tricky thing with this that I noticed a lot of people didn't mention when they had them listed as complete. Which, mind you, it's a 1-disc game in a 2-disc case.
Which annoys me.
But a lot of the... Where'd it go?
Where'd it go?
There's a separate... Or maybe it was this. Yeah, I think it was this.
The code book, the weapons guide, whatever it's called.
Most of the complete games didn't include this little manual or the weapons guide in them. So just keep that in mind if you're looking for a complete...
Fix that.
I'm getting there! That's what I'm trying to do. It's just I don't have my nails. I can't get under it.
And no, this is not the expensive variant.
No. Couldn't afford that $2,000 dumpster fire.
Yeah, which would be cool to have it, but yeah.
And then the last game, I was also going on a mech kick, which is quite apparent in this pickup. But I managed to see Omega Boost. I can't remember in what video we were watching.
I don't remember.
But it's a mech game that's kinda on rails, kinda not. Seemed really interesting. It's actually expensive and has a ad for Static X inside.
That's interesting.
And then that I don't know why nowadays this cracks me up.
The 1-900 number for hints?
The hint line number. Like, I feel so old whenever I see that.
Yeah, back in the day before internet was mainstream. If you wanted your hints and tips, you had to call a number.
So next...
Oh no.
Oh no.
They don't fit. There we go.
So next we're gonna move on to kind of a hodgepodge pile of stuff. Just a mix of like 1 or 2 offs of different consoles. So like I said, Robot Kick. I got Little Battlers Experience on the DS, which I think the reason why I picked this one up is it reminded me of like Custom Robo. This game supports 2 to 6.
Why do they just have a sticker on there?
I don't know.
That's weird.
That annoys me when they put stickers on the back.
But shouldn't that...
Got a little sticker on the back.
I mean, all that information should be displayed on the back of the case anyway.
It should. I mean,
But they have the boxes for that.
I don't feel like doing that right now.
It'll come off when we take the wrapper off. So.
But this is apparently a level 5 game. Actually, I think I got it because it looks like fucking Metabots. Either way, it's another one of those like tiny robot battler style games.
And this next game, we also saw it on a video and I instantly was like, we need that. And that is Dylan's Dead Heat Breakers. Where you actually play as a armadillo that has like mecha functions on him.
Yeah, we never got that game in the States.
No. The best part about it is there's sequences where you're like going down a highway, rolling around with a ball and just running over things to defeat them. Just ramming them and breaking them. It's awesome.
And then, I don't know if anybody's noticed, but I broke down, started a TikTok for the channel. And on that video, don't shake your head at me. Hey, trying to bring in more audience to grow the channel. And that's where all the people have migrated. Gotta go where the people are.
Yeah.
But either way, the first video I did for that app was on the Monster Rancher games. Because I have finally completed the full set. And managed to get a box for Monster Rancher Advance, which was the last one I needed. So, yeah. I have all the Monster Rancher games now.
Yay.
Granted, they're the boxed ones other than Monster Rancher Explorer, which that one's like straight up sealed. The boxes are a little meh, but
yeah, but it's just
they're Game Boy boxes.
Trying to get good condition boxes nowadays is difficult unless you're going to spend an arm and a leg. Next up, we got another Evercade game, which this one is Xeno Crisis and Tanglewood. Yeah, I don't know much about these. I know they're indie games.
No, that's one of the more expensive games in the Evercade library so far. Between that and I think the indie one's gonna end up being an expensive one because that one was actually really hard to come by. I had that one. I was hoping it would be here for this video. I had to cancel the pre-order I had with Amazon because they were like, stupid Matt. Because they were like, hey, we don't know when we're going to get this. Do you still want it? And I said yes, and then I went on there, and it's like, oh, hey, this vendor has it, so cool. Fuck you, Amazon. I want my thing.
Yes.
So it should be here soon. Alright, so I guess I'll do these two, and then you do the other two, and then... yeah?
Okay.
Or do you want to split it up one and one? We can do it one and one. So...
yeah, I know this one.
The next two games are actual Instagram claim sale games. And I've been trying... I'll follow the claim sales, but I try not to be on there the minute they start posting stuff, because then I definitely impulsively want to claim more things than I need to. So I went back to these after they were already up for a day or two, and one of them still had Alex the Kid in Miracle World, which I'm sure most people have seen that this was released on the PS5, the Switch, and the PS4, the remastered version. But it is complete with the manual and the little, like, inserty thing that's in here. I mean, this is another series that for ha-has, I wouldn't mind picking up all the Alex Kidd and Wonder Boy games, which there's actually a decent amount of them.
Mm-hmm. And next up for the Wii, we have Metroid Other M. Which, was this the Team Ninja one? No.
I don't think so. That's the one where the meme is the baby.
No, this is the Team Ninja one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So.
I just know the number of times I've tried to buy that and have been thwarted or illegal.
Yeah. I mean, it's a Metroid game.
Yeah. One of the more hated ones.
Yeah, not necessarily the most loved one. It's kind of... people hated it.
And next we have a repro from Game Room Market, and that is Treasure Hunter G. And I think this was the first one. Yeah, I think this was the first game in his coming back that he did. But I have not looked much into this one. I passed it up on the first time and said, fuck it, I have all of them, so I might as well just keep going with the full set.
Yep. And to go along with that, also from the same guy, we have Front Mission Gun Hazard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know nothing about this, so then apparently it's Front Mission.
Mm-hmm. It's more RPG style, I believe, than strategy.
Mm-hmm. Looks like it has some cutscenes. That's kind of interesting.
And then,
like old school cutscenes.
Last for our hodgepodge pile, this, it goes to show that sometimes it's good to go down the rabbit hole on eBay, because not everything is listed in areas where you think that it should be listed. And I managed to pick up the first Persona 3, the limited edition with the art book, for a hell of a steal. I think it was bid auction, and I got it for $80, I want to say, which is significantly lower than what it goes for, and it's complete. The box has normal shelfware, but everything on the inside is like pristine. So I
mean, once again, with these kind of sleeves, shelfware is warm.
Yeah, but I'm so happy I got that. Persona's another series I wouldn't mind picking up all the loose ends on.
So Persona's a series that surprised me, because it's one that I really have known nothing about until 5, and they're amazing.
Chunky boy.
They're fun. So.
Chunky boy's on the move.
Nope, he's just sitting there.
Yep. Alright, so next we have all of our current gen stuff. We're going to start with the PS4, and like I said, this is very import heavy.
Yeah, just one PS5.
Oh yeah, that is a PS5. I forget about these things, these details. But very import heavy, especially for our current gen stuff. So the first game is called Border Break. And I guess there's like a whole series in Japan on this, but it's another like Armored Core Gundam style game made by Sega. multiplayer heavy, if I remember. Yeah, because it's got a big old PlayStation Network thing. But we'll see how it looks.
Yeah.
Apparently it has 10v10.
So we saw it in a video. It looked kind of cool.
It was cheap. Got it on...
it looked very slow paced for a mech game, but more strategic than just running and smashing things.
In all honesty, there really aren't that many fast-paced mech games, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
A lot of
disappointing.
them are slow. I mean, you think of the Gundam series and the animes, and they're fucking, buzzing around everywhere. You play the games, and it's like...
Someone has limitations for hardware, though.
Yeah.
And then next up, we have Yestermorrow. This is a time-jumping, side-scrolling action game where you basically play both the younger version and older version of the girl. And I'm not really sure what the goal is.
I can't remember what the story plot is, but...
Same as every game, you're trying to save the world, kill God,
Probably. And then also, because that game came from Red Arts, also from Red Arts, picked up Metagal, which this is pretty much a blatant Mega Man ripoff.
Yeah.
Butcher Girl. Ooh,
straight
it's got a doggy.
Even some of the abilities are straight from Mega Man.
Does the dog have a pig on him? No, he's got a cat. The dog has a cat on his head. For their sorry, ADD. It's cute. It's got a slipcover.
Cat. Hello, cat.
Oh god. That's not even a good cat. That's a spaz.
I mean...
The crazy cat.
Good's a relative term.
Don't you chew on that. I'll eat you.
No, she won't.
No, I just threatened.
And next up for our lone PS5 game, we have Chris Tales. Also a really, really cool time mechanic in this game where in your battles, and even when you're just traversing, you have past, present, future all on the same screen. So things pass between all three as you're moving, and in combat you can change where the three sections are to affect either the enemies or yourself or whatever you need to affect. It's really cool. Has a good strategy in it.
Eventually I'll get to playing it. It's just I need the mental bandwidth.
It's gonna take a while to get used to the mechanic in it.
And then also picked up Neo, The World Ends With You. I picked up the PS4 version because A, I felt like it would look a little bit better than the Switch version. B, I also forgot to pre-order this. I thought I had it pre-ordered, but I didn't. And when I went to go buy it, they didn't have any Switch copies available. So, yeah. I think eventually I will try to get a Switch copy just because all the previous games were strictly Nintendo, so...
And next up, and this is the first of a few
degenerative games,
cultured games.
Cultured.
This one we did not get over here, so this is why it's imported. Which is Onichimbara Origins. This is a game series that you play just because it's stupid. But this is actually one of the better versions of the game with really actually like good animated characters.
And just be sure if you plan on buying it and having the English, you want to get the Korean Chinese version of it, which I think that's the Chinese version. Yeah.
And it's 18 plus.
Because the Japanese does not have English.
I get it.
Yes, I have a Stubers. And then last for PS4, great.
Hold it.
I got it. Great game series. I need to play it more.
Also cultured.
Yes. Is Akiba's Trip. Essentially, you are fighting vampires, and in order to do that,
I'm having trouble understanding right now.
Wow. Again.
Nobody talked to her. I don't get it.
Get down there, Subers. So yeah, in order to fight the vampires, you gotta take their clothes off, expose them to sunlight, and I remember the first time we saw this series back when we originally started collecting, got our PS3. And we're like, huh, this looks like it's a kind of somewhat expensive game. Threw it in the system. I don't know if we stopped laughing.
It's quite funny. It's a bad game, but it's just fun. Because sometimes bad games are fun. I don't know how to explain it.
I mean, the concept is interesting.
It is, but like, the dialogue is cheesy. And the combat is literally you just punch and kick and beat people with whatever items you can pick up until you can grab a hold of them and you do like a back and forth trying to rip clothes off.
Not a game you want to play.
And they can rip yours off too because you're also a vampire, so...
No.
Yes.
Wait, were you?
Yes.
I don't know if I remember this.
Yes, that's how you get introduced into the world because you are turned into one of these things, but you're like a good one?
All I know
they don't actually use the term vampire, they use some other term, but they're vampires essentially.
All I know is it's a game you don't want to play at your parents' house if you still live.
Yes, and a couple of the ones giving up, you definitely don't want to play with your parents around.
But what you can play as we move on to the Switch is Taiko Drum Master. Because Taiko Drum Master. Another game we did not get in the States, so I went ahead and picked up a PAL copy just to make sure that it had English. I ended up buying it like new on Amazon for significantly cheaper than what it normally goes for, and that's just because it was still in the wrapper, but I think UPS probably played volleyball or golf or something with it because it's got a nice...
like a hole in the package.
Yeah. It's got a nice old puncture that goes straight through the slipcover and the box itself, but everything else was still wrapped, sealed.
Fortunately, it's on the back,
condition.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's on the back. It's right here.
Got a little bit of tape and it doesn't look that bad.
Yeah. So my next two are going to be what we call cultured games. We saw both of these we saw on Switch Watch TV.
Yep.
In one of their top, whatever, 20.
Like,
or no,
it was upcoming
physicals.
Yeah.
We did not get physicals of these in the States, so that's why they're imported. And also the physicals have bonus content, sorry.
Heavily censored. Or
Yeah, basically
not heavily censored.
Uncensored. But this is Block Knockers, which, yes, it's kind of a
Don't show the back.
cultured, degenerate game. There's nothing on the back.
It's a little
Whatever.
spicy for YouTube.
Surprisingly, this is actually a pretty highly rated game because it's a puzzle game. You're a little like lizard, I think it is. Yeah, you're a little lizard, and you're going around and matching up colored squares to reveal the background and like those boss fights, and it's actually a pretty decent game.
Now do a not cultured game. This game was still on pre-order, and which was what was holding up the other two Red Art games, but they're fine. Picked
Cats
up
found each other.
Hardcore Mecha. It's a side-scrolling? Yeah, this is a side-scrolling mech game on the Switch. Yeah, because like I said, I want to kick on mech games, so figured it looked cool. Pick it up.
What are you doing?
They're looking at each other on the other side of the...
No, he's right here.
Oh, well, they were looking at each
He
other
was rubbing
on
on
the other side of the TV.
my figure down here. Spoiler. And my last of my cultured games is Waifu Uncovered. This is pretty much just a shmup where you're just shooting enemies and shooting the actual pictures of the girls to remove their clothing.
Fucking degenerative.
It's a terrible game, but I saw it. It made me laugh for whatever reason because it looks so bad. So.
Next I have a visual novel. Went ahead and picked up Bust-a-Fellow. This one, I'm pretty sure you were trying to figure out how all these characters died? I think? Yeah, and it's also one of those Otome, like, oh, you fall in love with people kind of shenanigans. But a lot of people were saying that this was a low print run, and I was kind of like humming and hawing on whether or not I wanted to pick it up, but after I heard low print run, it's like, yep, I might as well pick it up, because
we'll see if it stays that way.
I don't feel like paying $60-$80 for a game, just play it later on.
Right. And next up is, actually I think our only limited run release this we got.
Yeah.
Surprisingly. But we got our copy of Panzer Paladin. This is the collector's edition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's I believe it's a Metroidvania, isn't it? Or at least a side-scrolling.
Similar to.
Don't fall.
Excuse me. Similar to Blastermaster, I think is the name.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
You basically a girl with a mech suit, and you can get in and out of the suit, and you just. It's an action side-scrolling.
My dumb ass went, really? It's a girl? And then I looked at the box again and saw titties, and I was like, yep, that's a girl.
I mean, it's pretty obvious. She's a girl.
Well, I didn't really, like, look at...
She even has kind of a dress on, so...
Well, you never know.
Yeah.
It's not typical woman armor, I'm sorry. She wasn't in a bikini, so...
Yeah, this is not Metroid.
But, our last Switch game had to pick up Great Ace Attorney. I've actually been slowly playing through this, and it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I really like it. Some parts of it are a little weird. Like last night when I was showing you the cutscene, did you pick up that they had a British accent?
I did not. Like.
Yes.
Okay.
When they came off the boat, they had a British accent, even though they came straight off the boat from Japan. I was like, that's a little odd. But I like how the animation.
Trying to fit in.
I mean, I guess. And being that I'm not gonna spoil it, but yeah, because I think I'm like halfway through the first game now, but the animation's really nice on it.
So next up we have a bunch of little odds and ends.
Mm-hmm.
Starting with, I got another Witcher figure. This one is Trish. This is the Series 2 Trish. Interesting enough, it's in a white box to a black box. I'm not sure why.
Well, I thought, because didn't you say it was a collector's edition one, technically?
It's supposed to be collector's quality, but I don't know why box color is different. Because collector's quality just means that they inspected it and there's no dings on it. So I was supposed to get those two in collector's quality, but they didn't have any come in the shipment that were considered that.
Is this the first Series 2 one that you've gotten? Or any of the other ones Series 2? Because it could just be that Series 2s are in white box now. Because I'm looking down over there.
No.
And neither of those have, like Series 1.
No, I have both of the Yennefer's. One of the Yennefer's was Series 2. I believe. Or maybe it's just version 2.
I think it was version 2.
Yeah, maybe that's why. I don't know.
Logic. So, a lot of times on the weekends, he's playing Call of Duty as loud as humanly possible.
Yep.
So, whenever I'm playing Phoenix Wright, I figured it'd be great to have headphones with the Switch, but I don't feel like using wired ones. So I picked up Skull & Co. has a wireless adapter for the Switch, Switch Lite, and actually it also works for the PS4 and PS5. But it's just a little adapter that fits on the bottom, and it's kind of cool because the adapter has a little peg that fits in the middle there that holds it nice and sturdy, and just Bluetooth syncs the headset to it. The nice thing is apparently you can sync up 2 pairs of headsets at the same time, so if it ever got to the point where we wanted to both play something and we're headphones, like streaming or whatever, recording, we should be able to.
And it comes with a USB to USB-C cable, so you can hook it up to the Switch dock, PlayStation.
Yeah, I think that's what it's for, the Switch dock, PS4, PS5, and then like your MacBooks and other shenanigans.
So, it's quite useful. And next up, from a friend on Instagram, we got figure best way to do this. Got a bunch of the Legacy of Kain player's guides. So we got Soul Reaver 2, the Blood Omen Legacy of Kain, the original.
In the good old school Prima guide.
Yep. Then we got Blood Omen 2. And Legacy of Kain Defiance.
So I think the only one we technically need is Soul Reaver 1, right?
I think it was a Blood Omen 3, wasn't there? Or not? I don't know.
No, I think it was 1, 2, Defiance, and then I think there was one. I think there was like 5 games total, or 6 games.
I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
Yeah.
I think we have most of them somewhere over there. But of course they don't end up being in order because they changed the title on everything.
Yeah. Actually, some of them are up there because they're PlayStation 1.
Yeah. Because they originally were all titled Blood Omen, and then they were like, no, we're going to change it to Legacy of Kain. And then we're going to change it to Soul Reaver with the Legacy of Kain series. People need to make up their minds.
Alright, so the last thing that we have, it's kind of a two-part thing. So, I know a lot of people know of the Somber Gamer on Instagram. He lives in our area. And when the Loftwing amiibo was kind of like hit or miss whether or not it was online or not, I put out a call to arms on Instagram. It's like, I want this amiibo, not even because I want to use in the game. It looks like a fucking shoebill stork. And I'm a bird nerd, so I wanted it just for that reason alone. So Somber was able to snag one for us. So went and picked this up. But he also had something else for sale.
And now you can find them everywhere.
Yeah, they're a dime a dozen now, which is, I'm realizing Nintendo's doing this on purpose because they're realizing the FOMO of their items.
That's why I'm not worried about the fact that the Metroid Dread figures or amiibos are sold out. Because I know once they're released after like a month or even a couple weeks, they're going to be everywhere.
Should be, because that was how it was with the first set.
Yeah.
Granted, the first set now is fucking expensive.
We still have the box. Did we throw the box away? I can't remember. We got the original print of the first set where they had the title wrong.
I can't remember if we have the whole box or just the cardboard for the back.
And like I was like, I don't know when I open these. I don't know if I want to open these, and then I opened them. And then they did a reprint, and I was mad.
But yeah, he also had something for sale on Marketplace and decided that he was tired of dealing with Marketplace's shenanigans and just how people in the collecting market is right now, or rather,
just people
resale market.
Yeah.
So he offered us a steal on a limited edition or a special edition PS4. Let's see if I can capture this. This is the
there it is, right there.
The Final Fantasy 15 Luna PS4 Slim. Granted, I don't know if you can really pick up on the camera. It is quite scratched on the top, so I'm gonna take it upon myself to. I think this one just does it slide forward or slide back to come off. I don't know. I have to look up how to take the top off. But I'm gonna try to refurb it back up and see if I can get some of the scratches off of it. I mean, it's one of the limited edition consoles that was kind of on my wish list. Between that and like the
God of War.
You want that one? I want the Tales of Xillia Japanese PS3. That one's nice looking. And
what's the gold one? Is that the anniversary?
Gold.
Is that gold? There's an anniversary one that's really nice. I'm trying to remember.
I mean the 500 or the 20-year anniversary. The see-through blue one.
We'll have to look it up and put a screenshot up.
Is there a gold PS4?
A what?
A gold PS4?
I think so. Or at least has gold in it. Not real gold, just
gold, obviously. Oh no, I think there actually is a gold.
Oh, I'm sure there is. There's gold of every system. There's one of them, and they're very expensive.
Usually in a glass case, and someone's...
Yeah, they do it for hard. I'm pretty sure there's a diamond version of most systems also. Because
people are ridiculous.
They do it as a charity stunt and make a lot of money off of it, even though the system itself costs insane amount of money to make.
But yeah.
That's everything.
I think so. Sure we didn't miss anything? You didn't get any wonky computer shenanigans? Or...
I don't think so. I've been pretty tame this past month.
No?
Most of the stuff I've been getting in has been pre-orders or cultured games that I just get for ha-has.
I'd say I've got a lot of pre-orders out there right now. I don't think any of them are expected to come in anytime soon other than I think the next one's really Tales of Arise. There's a couple things on Amazon that I might pre-order before next Friday when they come out.
I have a few for pre-order, but I think they come out starting next month.
September is going to be a very, very heavy month for games. It's going to be interesting.
I do have a figure that should be here probably by the time we do the next one. I got a notification that it is shipped from the manufacturer to the distribution center. So hopefully in the next week or so it'll be shipped and heading my way. I know people have gotten theirs, but I think they were the first orders. And they were much bigger than I expected them to be. So...
Lovely. That means you need to...
Oh, I mean, they're no bigger than the ones up there.
You need to make my shelves appear so that we can space stuff out.
I need to fix my shelves and finish my shelves.
And also...
I've learned new techniques for shelves, so I'm probably going to redo those all the way around.
I still feel like we should replace this bookcase with better shelves. To actually utilize that space fully.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's everything. Hopefully I'll have pictures of this PS4 all nice and cleaned up to put on Instagram here soon. But like always, if you like our content, be sure to like our video. We'd love to hear from you guys below if you've gotten any cool pickups or if there's anything that you've also gotten that you saw in our video. Don't forget to subscribe. That way you know whether or not we post any new videos. And in addition, follow us on Instagram. Try Hard Enthusiasts, just like everything else.
Yeah.
That's where all of our more up-to-date content.
Keep everything the same.
Yes.
Easy to file.
Except for our
easy
Twitter.
To find.
Our Twitter's the only one that's like odd, and even then, don't really use Twitter, other than just to be like, hey, we have a post, yay.
I'm not really a big fan of Twitter.
But also, now we have TikTok, which I'm gonna try to post to that. Try to post to that fairly often. It's Try Hard Enthusiasts, just like our Instagram tag. So, and I also have it linked there. I set up one of those link tree things, so it's got all the links in our Instagram bio for easy findings.
There we go.
So until next time, guys.
See ya.